How to partner with your clients and never say no. I'll be honest, I've had my fill of consultants, colleagues, some of them in my own industry, the accounting industry, who, when I talk with them, I get the impression that their approach with their clients is that they put the hammer down and they need to set boundaries with their clients and say, this is how we do our services and don't you dare tell us to try and do otherwise. Or how dare you ask me to do this extra work that's outside the scope of what we agreed to without offering to pay more money. And the more I think about it, the more I absolutely hate that approach. Because it's being at odds with the client. And the whole movement that we have in our industry and other service-based industries towards what we call value pricing is based so much on partnering with your clients, not being adversarial with them. The whole idea of not charging by the hour is based on the fact that charging hourly puts you at odds with the client. The client wants you billing less, you want to bill more. It's bad, right? So we go to flat rate pricing and we quote rates based on a certain scope. So when a client comes to me and says, hey Seth, can you do this, this, and this? And if it goes outside the scope of what I'd really intended with regards to our existing engagement, then there's a very simple answer. What I don't do is I don't say no. No can be a powerful term, right? No can be a way of avoiding distractions. This comes into play more often for me when I have potential vendors asking me to buy into their services, right? Saying no keeps me focused. A lot of times those are nothing more than distractions. But the power of yes is really applicable when it comes to my clients and prospects. And rather than say, no, we don't do that, or no, that's outside our scope, what I do instead is I say yes with a qualification perhaps, right? So I qualify my yes, and I might say things like, here's what I can do, or let's do this. And then I lay the foundation for how I can offer a ton more services. So using the example that I use in the write-up, if I have a client who's, let's say, on my $500 monthly support plan, they've already got a once-a-month remote session with me, and they've already got unlimited Slack support. So I might say, if they're asking me to do stuff that looks more like consulting than coaching, training, support kind of stuff, I might say, look, what we can do is I can upgrade you to my CFO plan, and that gives me much more intensive time with you, much more frequent time. We'll do a weekly remote session, and you get the same unlimited Slack support and on and on and on. And the bottom line is, this way I can work with you as the client to get you what you need, get you there faster, because we'll have more of that direct one-on-one time, and we'll have it more often. I very rarely have had a client say no when I've asked for this, but here's what I accomplish when I do this is, first of all, I didn't say no. I didn't turn the client off by saying no. I offered them a solution. I can, as you will see if you go through the write-up, which is more detailed than what I'm giving you here in the video, I can quadruple my revenues, right? More than quadruple, from 500 to 2,500 using the example I've given. And I'm not making this up. I have upgraded clients exactly this way, exactly between these two plans that I have. So I've quadrupled my revenue and offered them a ton more value. And at the end of the day, the message I've given the client is, I will work with you. I will do whatever it takes to get you what I need, so long as what you're asking is in the scope of what I can do, right? If somebody asked me to do their blueprints for their business, then of course I'd have to say no. I'm not an architect, right? But as long as they ask me for anything along the lines of accounting, bookkeeping, software, technology, the kind of stuff that I do, I will absolutely never say no. I will say yes, and then I will tack on the right qualifications and come to an arrangement with the client based on the fact that I do need to charge more because I'm giving you more, but what I do is I say, here's what I'm going to give you in value first. Then I lay out the pricing, and then I pile on a little bit more value, and then I close them, basically. Then I ask for the order. I say, would you like me to send you a link to upgrade to the next service? And then I'm quiet, and then I wait for the client to respond. They're going to do one of two things. Either they're going to say, yes, let's do it, which is what I'm hoping for, or they'll ask questions. And asking questions is a good thing. Sometimes I see consultants get annoyed when their clients and prospects ask them questions. No, asking questions is a good thing. It means they're interested. They just need to get clarification, and then they need to be made comfortable that they understand exactly what they're paying for and exactly what they're getting for that. So work with them, answer their questions, and then repeat the close. Answer the question and say, would you like me to send you the link, or do you still have more questions? And above all, make sure that it's clear to them that you're not in a rush, that you're not looking to blow them off and just get them to go sign up. Make sure, if anything, that you give them the impression that you have all day to answer all their questions all day long. In other words, and in short, be patient. Be patient with your clients. They're just trying to make sure that they're comfortable with what you're proposing. Make the proposal, lay out the value, and then close them, and then answer their questions, and then close them, and so on and so forth. At the end of the day, what you'll have is a client who sees you as a partner, not somebody who's just taking their money and adversarial with them. And they'll probably be so excited because of the way you've treated them that they can't wait to tell other friends and colleagues about what an amazing service you offer. That, my friends, is how to partner with your clients and never say no.